How are ya? I've missed you. I hope you had an amazing holiday season for those of you who celebrate. And for those of you who don't, I hope you enjoyed time off of work and time with lots of friends and family and lots of stitchy time. Today is Sunday, December 31st, 2023. And I was determined to get one in before the end of the year. I'm a bit of a procrastinator, but here I am. Thank you so much for coming back. If you have been here before, and if you're new, welcome. I hope you like what you see. I would be very grateful if you would like and subscribe to the video. And I have lots and lots to show you. I've been gone a while, and so let's get started. Okay. The first thing I want to show you are some finishes. I've been finishing quite a few things, gifts and exchanges and all the good stuff. So I have a lot of that to show you. So the first thing on my list, I'm going to have to show you a picture because it was an exchange piece. And let's see if I can show you this without any glare. This is Christmas Pear by Threadwork Primitives. And, oh, by the way, I'm on a new phone. I finally converted to an iPhone. Not sure how I feel about that. But you're on a new tripod, so you might be a little wobbly. I'm still working it out, so I apologize in advance. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is called Believe, not Christmas Pear. Threadwork Primitives. And so I'll put the picture here. And I really enjoyed this. This is my first pear finish, and I was a little bit worried about it, but it was super easy, super easy. So if that's something you've been thinking about trying, I say go for it. It's not as hard as it looks, I promise. The next one is kind of a partial FFO, so forgive me if it looks funny, but this is Père Noël by Hands On Design, and this was in the ornament book from last year's Jingle Ball. He's so cute. I love him so much. And so on this one, oh, I wish I brought it. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how well this is going to focus, but I used some suede thread. It's like, it's kind of puffy. And I just used half stitches because it's very thick, but I used it on his cuffs and, you know, all of the fluffy parts of his coat. And I like the way it turned out. I think I would probably, this is a 40 count. I think I would probably prefer it on like a 36, but it worked out well. And I really like the way it turned out. It's cute. It gives it some dimension. Yeah. I will put a link down below to this thread, and it comes in all different colors. So that's that one. The next one was a freebie from the Jingle Ball this year, which I loved. It had so much fun. It was great. This is May Peace Abide. Who's it by? Heartstring Samplery. And this comes in two different ways. It says within this house may peace abide. But it also comes around the world. May peace abide. So this is also partially FFO'd. I'm going to put some crystal beading around the outside. This is for my daughter. So I gave it to her, but then I took it back so I can finish it. So I really enjoyed that one. It's beautiful. And you can see I did use, I used two other colors. I used the DMC variegated red. I can't remember the name of it. And then I think I used the DMC green as well. So that turned out really well. I really liked it. And then I used the lighter part of the red for the words. So really pretty. Winter Salt Boxes by Plum Street. You guys, I love this so much. This is also a partial finish. It's not done yet, but this was my first one that I did. This is a winter salt box. So pretty. And I'm sorry, I don't have any of the fabric. These are all the called for colors though. But I don't have my notes on the fabric. Sorry about that. So that one's for me. I'm keeping that one, but that one's going to get crystals too. This one I've been working on for a while. It's called Buttons Girl, and it's kind of finished for now. It's not FFO'd. I love the little beads that they have here, and the buttons. And then all of the buttons that you see in here and down here, I think I stitched those, but I'm going to use real buttons for those. So that's where I'm at. I have not done that yet. And please forgive me, I did not iron. There's just too much. So I did finish her. She's so cute. So again, I'm going to put the buttons in here, put the buttons down here. I'm going to finish it into a pillow, and I will probably do a button fringe down at the bottom. So I'll show you that when it's done. But she turned out really cute. And yes, I changed the color of the dress to purple, of course. Okay, the next one is by Samplers Not Forgotten. This is Floral Heart. I just love it so much. It's so pretty. And it came as a kit. So this is also a partial finish. Ooh. I have it all sewn, the lace sewn in. Now I just need to stuff it and close it up, and then add the little bow and charm that came with it. But I just think it's so pretty. How pretty is that? Yeah, floral heart. Pretty. Okay. So those are my finishes. I feel like there's another one. Oh, I finished Falalamingo by Hands On Design. And I'll put a picture of that here. I made that for my daughter's girlfriend, Destiny. And that turned out really cute too. I loved it. My dear friend, Michelle Hudson of now Sacramento County, California, she's moved, had a birthday in December. She turned 60. And so I made Sew Sisters by Plum Street Samplers. And I'm going to put a picture of that here. And that was the gift that I made for her. I've been working on that for a while, but I couldn't show y'all because she would have seen it. So I'm thrilled to have that one done. And it turned out really good. And I was thrilled to give it to her for her birthday. So that's the last FFO for now. I've been working on quite a few of those. Haven't been able to do many of my own FFOs for a long time because I had lots and lots of clients, and that was wonderful. And by the way, to my clients, thank you so much for your business this year, and I hope you loved what you got back. Your amazing pieces it was an honor to work on them. So, okay. Next thing on the list are starts. I decided to pull the starts over here so that I'm not jiggling the table. Now, this one was a start before my last video, but I forgot to show it to you. So this one was a start. I believe I started this on September 1st. This is Autumn Cloche by Hello from Liz Matthews. And I saw this at StitchCon, and in person, it was just, you know how the models are. They're just, you see the models and you're sold. So I really love this. I am going to stitch this without most of the, spider webs. I am going to keep this little guy right here, this little spider. But the rest of them I'll probably take out. I might put one or two in elsewhere, but not the big ones. I just, not a fan of spiders. So I started this on September 1st with Candy, the 614 stitcher. And this is stitched on 40 count sparkling grape linen. Ooh, I'm so sorry it's not ironed, but I've made a lot of progress, and I was really surprised. There's my little spider. I was really surprised when I saw that in this, all of the butterflies and some of the flowers, they look blue, but they're actually black and gray. So I changed some of those. These are purple, just a dark purple, but the butterflies are the called for. So it looks beautiful. I wasn't expecting it. I was surprised. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to this one. It's really pretty. And I'm stitching that with most of the called fors. I'm going to substitute in that purple here and there, but I'm stitching it 1/2. This next one I have wanted since, probably a year and a half ago. Pam showed one of these on her Flosstube on Just Keep Stitching. And so this is Crossing the Delaware by Willow Hill Samplings, and this is the Birth of a Nation series. And I will show you a few more of these later in my haul. But the reason I wanted to start with this one is because one of my ancestors, my 4 times great-grandfather, was in the Revolutionary War. And the story is that he was a drummer boy. He was a drummer. He joined, the records show, both at 14 and at 17. So I'm not really sure how old he was when he joined the military. But the story is that he led George Washington across the Delaware that night. So I had to start with this one. And I'm loving it so far. This one is on 40 count Medusa's Gaze by Lapin Loops. And I'm using all of the called for colors. I don't have a whole lot done yet. Which way does this go? Yeah, it goes this way. So this is what I have done so far. And this is just parked thread for later. So I did the whole frame. I tend to do that just to make sure I have enough fabric. And yeah, I love these. These are just amazing patterns, and I'm really looking forward to having them all done. I can't wait. I'll show you the other ones shortly. And so I have, in honor of Revolutionary War, drummer soldier Gideon Burdick. You know, I wish I knew the real story, but we will never know, right? Next art, Raise a Glass of Cheer by Blackbird Designs. There are not a whole lot of New Year samplers, so I really want, or patterns, period. So I really wanted to do this one. So I started it. I didn't get all that far. This is on 40 count charcoal by Forbidden Fibers, and that's all I've gotten done so far. But it's really beautiful. It's got some deep reds in it. Yeah. And I did, all of these little berries are, I did eyelets. I don't know if that's what it called for. I can't remember, but I thought they were pretty. So I will keep working on that. Hopefully have it done for next New Year's. Michelle and I started this one on Halloween. And I cannot wait to get this done. This is so beautiful. This is Halloween Quaker by Leela Studio. Lots of folks have done this one. And I really struggled with the fabric, so I ended up dyeing my own. And I'm still a little nervous about it because it's very dark, but I really think it turned out beautifully. This is my fabric, and that's my start. So I think that was just one day stitching, and I haven't picked it up again since, but I'm really proud of this fabric. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I don't know that everything's going to stand out as well as I'd hoped on this, but we shall see. Yeah, that's gorgeous. And I think this one started out as doubloon. This one started out as doubloon, and so you can see the yellows. That's from the doubloon. And then I dyed over it. So I'm looking forward to this one. We'll keep that one going. I am using all the called for colors on it. The one that I'm a little worried about is the purple because it's very much the same color as the fabric. So I'm worried that's going to get lost. So I think I'm going to find a kind of a more electric, you know, bright purple. But then the other thing that I bought, one of the ladies in our stitching group is selling Silks for You mist dyes. And so I picked this up and I just think it's gorgeous. So I might do one or two of the motifs in this. So those might be a couple of changes that I'm going to make. Brighter purple, and I want to use this in a couple of places. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful. And I put this in one of my new bags that I hope to be loading into my shop in January. How cool is that? And this is the back fabric. So keep an eye out for that one. I love it. Well, I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of this one lately too. Feast of Friendship. Another one started with Michelle. We started this on November 1st. And mine is stitched on 40 count Admirable Atticus by Those Missing Stitches. And this fabric is just gorgeous. I love it so much. So this is where I am. I'm using all the called for colors in this one, except for I will be changing the house to a purple. And I think Michelle and I are both thinking of changing the color of the fruit bowl. So I'm not sure if it'll be like maybe a darker gray color so it looks silver. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so far I'm loving these colors are gorgeous. So I'm excited about it. This is a gorgeous fabric. Lynn, gorgeous. Thank you. This is the color purple I'm thinking of using for the house. So it's very dusty. It is Wisconsin Woods. My next new start, also with Michelle Hudson. We started this on November 15th. We were doing all the starts in November and December. This is Eliza's French Birds by JBW Designs. It's so pretty. Here's a picture of the original, the antique, and she signed it for me. I got this, I picked this up at StitchCon as well. So Eliza's French Birds. I'm not a huge bird stitcher, but I just love this one. So this one is on 40 count Atticus, and I have a threaded needle here, which I don't do that very often. Forgive me. This is on 40 count Atticus by Needle and Flax, and this is where I am. I have the first bird in, starting on the second bird, and it is beautiful. I picked this, this is kind of a pinky. It has a pinkish tone, like all these dark spots are kind of pink. And so I thought it would be beautiful. So far, so good. I'm looking forward to getting that one done. She's so pretty. Okay, this one is, I'm so excited about this one. This is a stitch along with It's So Sherry. And Sherry, I love your videos. Thank you. This one is one, she talked about it, it's close to her heart. This is from a Hans Christian Andersen, I don't know if you'd call it a nursery rhyme. It's pretty sad. This is The Little Match Girl. And it's a story about a little girl who's selling matches, a poor little girl who's selling matches, and she ends up freezing to death. So I wouldn't call it a nursery rhyme, but it's definitely a story my mother told me when I was little, and I felt so grown up because it was not your typical, you know, nursery rhyme kind of thing. And it really stuck in my head because it's very sad. But when I saw it come out, I just had to stitch it. So I am excited to get this one started. It's not very big. It looks bigger in the pattern, but I'm doing this on 40 count. This is another one. Oh, no. This is on 40 count Brave Boromir by Those Missing Stitches. Again, Lynn, well done. This is what I have so far. And I've done, I don't think you can tell, but I've done the snow on top of the letters in Etoile. So I will be doing the snow in Etoile. So again, this is what it looks like. It's pretty dense stitching, but it's not very big. So I'm looking forward to getting that one done. I might give it to my mom just to remind her back then. This one is Michelle's birthday start. So she wanted to start Christmas Rose by Blackbird Designs. We started this on her birthday, which was December 10th. I should know this. Yes, December 10th. And I am stitching this on 40 count Affogato by Fiber on a Whim. And I have made some changes to it. So this is my start. And you can see I have removed the alphabet from the top. But other than that, everything's called for colors and I don't plan on changing any of them. So this is what I have so far. Oh. Yeah, I did change a couple of them to some misdyed color and cotton that I had on hand. The red and the gray. But I'm excited about this. I haven't done very many of these Blackbird. Well, I haven't done any Blackbird samplers. And so I will be happy to have this hanging in my home. Christmas Rose. Okay, those were all my starts since the last time I saw you. So, or you saw me. I've been busy, lots and lots of starts. And some of the finishes that I showed you were starts and finishes as well. So I've gotten a lot of stitching done, but it has been a while. So, you know, maybe not for the amount of time I've been gone, but, and so now I will show you my whips. This first one was a StitchCon start. This is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. And this one I am using all of the called for colors, but I did dye my own fabric. This is on a 40 count linen dyed by me. And here is my progress. I started the birds. I was so excited. I got, I believe since the last time I showed it, I have all of this strip in here and then the border down here and then all the birds so far. And I've added some more of the blossoms around the edge too. So I'm looking forward to getting to the house on this one. It's pretty. I love the way the fabric turned out too. I didn't write down what it started as, but I think it might have just been a white or a gray. This one I have not made a whole lot of progress on, but I love it so much that I want to show it to you every chance I get. So this is Quaker Stocking by Carriage House Samplings. It's so pretty. And I have done this in purples, and this is where I am. So I think I was about here the last time you saw it. So I've gotten quite a bit done, I guess. And I used to have this in a very light purple that I wanted to use. I wanted to do my initials in a different color than the rest of the pattern. So I had a very, very light one in here and I wasn't happy with it. So I went back and I used the same pinkish purple that I used in these flowers here. So it looks much better now, but I just love the way these colors are. You can't tell you can't see how pretty this variegated dark purple is, but oh, it's just gorgeous. So this is a big boy, and I can't wait to hang it up. This is on, sorry, 46 count Confederate gray, well, gray. And I did not write down the colors I'm using. Let me see here. It calls for 2 colors. I'm using 4. I am using, this is Iris and Purple Aster. Then I'm also using a Valdani thread for the foliage, and then this is the mulled berries that I'm using for the flowers. So those are my changes. So this one is my car / doctor's office / softball practice stitch. This is Believe by Mill Hill. And it's very easy to stitch because it's on 14 count perforated paper. And it's getting a little beat up though, because maybe it wasn't a good choice, but this is where I'm at so far. He's coming along. I've gotten all this in since the last time I saw you. So he'll be very pretty. That's probably going to be for Mom too. You know, these Mill Hill kits, sometimes I worry that because of the way the floss comes, that I'm not using the right colors. But I don't think anybody will know if I'm not. So I'm just going to forge ahead. And then my last whip. Sarah from Sarah's sStitchySpot is doing this one too. And I love this one so much, but I just never pick it up. I don't pick it up as often as I really want to. This is Christmas Delivery by Cottage Garden. A lot of people are stitching this. I'm doing this on 40 count Murky. And I've made quite a few changes. And I've showed this before, so you probably remember, but I'll show it again. So I've gotten the sack in since last time I saw you. And what I've done in this, and you can't really tell, but Santa's coat is in Etoile, so it's sparkly. Then I've also done all of the gold work in here and in here in Etoile. And I did the deer in Etoile. And you see that and the snowflakes are also in Etoile. So you can't see the sparkle, but this is a very sparkly piece, and I am thrilled with the way it's turning out. His beard is not done yet because I will be using whisper thread, so I want to wait until the end. But I'm really pleased with this so far, and I can't wait to get it done. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Yeah, so that's Christmas Delivery. And I'm stitching this 1/2. That went by a lot faster than I thought it would. It's been so long. But I have a lot more to show you, so don't give up on me. Let's do haul next. So, the other day, Friday, me and a bunch of my stitchy friends went to Needle in a Haystack. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. Needle in a Haystack is about 2 hours from us in the Bay Area in San Leandro. And, you know, there aren't a whole lot of LNS local needle workshops to us. There's one that's about 45 minutes away, but they don't carry hardly any fabric, unfortunately. And really, one of the main reasons I wanted to go is I needed fabric for my New Year, New Start, which I will show you. But Needle in a Haystack is just an amazing, amazing shop. They are chock full of so much good stuff, so much fabric, so many things that you can't find anywhere else. So I want to say thank you to Kathy, who opened for us so that we could go in. There's a picture here of me and the girls. I got to meet Olivia B. We went with Angela Sawyer and Melissa, and Busy Bee MD on Instagram. I don't want to try to pronounce her last name because I will ruin it. Michelle Hudson of Sacramento County, and Catherine with Stitching and Costume. We had a blast. And here's a picture. I think I already showed you. So I'm going to show you. I didn't get a whole lot. I went for my fabric, which is what I got. And I got some little things like beading needles and some specialty thread that I use on my ornaments. This fancy dancy sparkly stuff. So I got a bunch of that. But I didn't bring all that over. So I got 3 pieces of fabric. 2 of them you'll see in my plans. And this is the 3rd one. This is 40 count tarnished silver. This is by Lakeside. They have Lakeside. So this is actually a lavender color. It's not tarnished silver. I would think would be like a gray, but no, this is a very pale lavender color, and I loved it so much. So Michelle got it for one of her projects, and I said, whatever's left, I want. So I got that. You know, again, I didn't pick up any patterns this time, which really surprised me. I did get, I got a hoop. I am an in-hand stitcher, but I stitch 1/1 in hand, and I have been avoiding 1/1 for some time now. So for Christmas, I bought myself a new kind of a lap stand. It's one of those sit-on ones, and it's very flexible. And my thinking is that if I have a nice hoop and I have a nice stand, I might be able to do 2-handed stitching 1/1, because part of the reason that I don't like to do 1/1, I love the way it looks and I don't really struggle with it. It's just so slow. And so I'm an in-hand stitcher, so I sew relatively quickly, and 1/1 just takes me forever because it's poke and stab and it's tiny, and yeah, so that's my plan. That's why I got the hoop, and we'll see if it works. Okay, speaking of hoops, I was on I think it was Instagram, it might have been Facebook, a few months ago, and this woman had posted about her wonderful hubby who saw her struggling with black fabric and had a brilliant idea. So I copied her idea. I bought myself another hoop because I want to stitch in black, on black, and that's another one that I really struggle with. And so, shoot, I didn't bring my little battery. I'll put a picture here of what it looks like when it's turned on. What I did was I purchased some lighted LED light tape, and it's just a small little strip, and it's got this cord, and I just plug the cord into my, you know, those backup batteries that you get, and I use that, and it is bright. Now, I have not tried stitching on black on it yet, and I'm worried that it might be a little bit too bright. So if it is too bright, I'm just going to cover it with some masking tape. So it'll still shine through, and it'll still, you know, there'll still be light there. I might just cover like half of it. I don't know yet, but we'll try it. But I just wanted to show you, I thought it was a fantastic idea. And if you're out there watching, I doubt it, please thank your husband, because I think this can be a game changer. And this was really cheap. I found it on Amazon. I will put the link to it. I think it was like $5. I'll put the link in the description box in case anyone's interested in trying it out. And I'll let you know when I try it, how it works out. Okay. I love Nicola Parkman. I have not stitched a Hands Across the Sea sampler yet, but I want to. And I love her, so I watch her every week. And I am a bag maker. So I purchased one of these fabric panels, and you know, they're not quite as big as I expected them to be, but I just think they're spectacular. And you know, maybe a couple small bags. I mean, these are gorgeous. And the printing is, it's fantastic. Look at the, it looks like a real thing. It looks like a real sampler. It's just fantastic. So I got this one. It has quite a few on it, but you can see they're not terribly big. So I got that one, and then I also got the second one. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, I will be making these bags out of these. I don't know if I will be selling them because this fabric was very expensive. And so I might just be using them for myself and friends. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Jingle Ball. Jingle Ball was a blast. Steph and all of the others did an amazing job. It was so fun. Last year, I was sick. So I didn't really, you know, I went in and I shopped and I looked at the pre-recorded stuff, but I didn't really go into many of the Stitchy rooms. So this time I sat in a couple of Stitchy rooms, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I didn't get to meet, I thought I would meet a lot more people that I knew, like Flosstubers that I was familiar with, but I didn't hit any of those tables for some reason. So not that it matters. I had a blast in the rooms that we were in and learned a lot and talked to a lot of neat people. And so I'm definitely going again next year. If you haven't tried it, Jingle Ball is $10 admission. You get, you know, access to all of the exclusives and all of the content and all of the Stitchy rooms. The other thing I didn't try was they had like speed dating where you signed up and you just sat with someone for like 5 minutes and talked to them. And I didn't do that, and I wish I had. So darn it. But next year I will. I'm putting it on my calendar, clearing my calendar for those 3 days next year. This year, next year. Tomorrow is next year. So here are some of the patterns that I bought at the Jingle Ball. This one is Stitcher's Ornaments by Tiny Modernist. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. This one just kills me. I love it so much. Stitcher's Ornaments. This one. Jolly Christmas Bell Pull. I love him. Well, half of him. That's so cute. So I picked up that one. I've been looking at, you know, there's all these long skinny ones, and there's like 3 different Christmas ones, and I was trying to figure out which one I wanted, and this is one I finally settled on. I don't know if you can tell, but this is like a fireplace, and his bottom half is coming down the fireplace. That's what that is. So I settled on that one. I love it. This is one that I picked up. This is a terrible printed copy. These are all PDFs. This is Hibernation Day by Heartstring Samplery. So let's see. It's, again, it's not a great picture, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Really pretty. So I picked up that one. These are gorgeous. These are by Jeanette Douglas. This is Budding Bouquet Winter. I think that is so pretty. Gorgeous. This one is Budding Bouquet Autumn. Oh, love them, love them, love them. So pretty. Then I got a stocking ornament, Winter Snow by Heartstring Samplery. Y'all know how I love my stockings. I think I'm going to probably do this in lavender and white etoile. I love me lavender Christmas. We'll see. Then I picked up, I printed it, the Jingle Baubles. This is the ornament book for this year. I believe there are 12. Then they had a ton of freebies. I showed you the one, May Peace Abide. That's one that I got at the Jingle Ball. Then there's a Teresa Kogut one. This is her 2023 Jingle Ball freebie. I love that. So pretty. This one is another one for this year, Jolly Soul. Oh my God, he's so cute. So those will be stitched next year for sure. Then there is Slay All Day from Hands On Design. I'm not going to show you these too long because I think they were exclusives. Yeah, they were exclusives. The Blue Flower Holiday Ostrich. Ooh, printed 2 of those. Then Tiny Modernist Old Fashioned Hot Chocolate. Cute. On black, so maybe that's one I'll try. This one came out, I think, last year, but this is from Hello from Liz Matthews, this beautiful little holly berry. I love that. Thinking of doing this one on teeny tiny fabric and making a little pendant out of it for the holidays. We'll see. So that was my Jingle Ball haul. I have it all printed out in a folder. Okay. Other haul. Since September, keep in mind. It's been since September. I saw this one, I had to get it. Christmas in the Colonies by Plum Street. This is one of her new releases. Oh, the little pilgrims. And this is her new sampler, the New World sampler. I have 2 Mayflower ancestors. So all the pilgrim Mayflower stuff I love. This one I picked up on D-Stash. This is Blackbird Designs Garden Club Series 10, How Does the Lily Grow? Pretty. And Garden Club Series number 9, The Gardener. Pretty. I picked up, I don't know why I do this to myself. I picked up another Mill Hill. This one is the Needle Workshop. It's very pretty. I had to try one of these because Mill Hill is not enough, so I had to try Candy Claus by Satsuma Street. He's so adorable. Now, I probably will not do either one of these on the perforated paper because I think that's my big problem with Mill Hill. I hate stitching on perforated paper. I keep losing my needle. I can't stitch in hand. It's poke and stab. So I will likely do these on an Aida, probably an Aida. Then I have Ready, Set, Snow from Hands On Design. I love the shapes of these ornaments. And oh, This Joyous Season, Plum Street. Oh, gorgeous. I'm not sure what flag that is. See that little flag? It's so pretty. I found this one on 123 and I just love it. Amazing Grace. Those little bleeding hearts. Oh my gosh. By the Nebby Needle. Amazing Grace. And My Gift to Thee by the Scarlet House. And I've been wanting this one for so long, I finally broke down. Christmas at Hollyberry Farm. I don't know when I plan on stitching all these things, but you feel my pain. I know. This one is Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird. I've been eyeballing this one for 1.5 years, 2 years too. And I wanted to get it before it was gone. Okay, this one is one that I believe Chrissy, Finally a Farm Girl, did this one a couple of years ago. And I thought it was beautiful. And I have a thing for cardinals. I don't normally stitch birds, but how beautiful is that? This is Red Cardinals by Owl Forest Embroidery. Now, there's another one that's called Red Cardinal Sampler, so I may, or something like that. There's another one that's very similar to this one, and I might be getting those confused with the one Chrissy did, but this one is just gorgeous. So I picked that one up by Owl Forest. I don't know if I said that. This one I got on D-Stash too. I have to do it. Yeah. I think I'll hang this at the farm. I picked up Peppermint and Holly when it came out by Blackbird Designs. Love that. Okay, here we go again with the birds. I don't know what, I think it's Michelle's fault. She's got me stitching birds and I've got her stitching purple. So this is Mary Amelia's Bird by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. Oh, it's so pretty. So apparently I'm turning into a bird stitcher. This is stunning. I keep seeing this. I want to do this so bad. It's stunning. This is by The Artsy Housewife, and it's Byron Blackbird. Oh, he's pretty. Okay, and then I jumped on the Witchy Stitcher bandwagon when they had the Witchy Stitcher weekend, I think was something like that. I love this one, and I'm going to do this one in glow-in-the-dark thread. And I bought this one to do for my sister. My daughter. It says Raise Hell. This one is called Raise Hell for Reproductive Rights. And this one is called No Feet. So, okay. These are the other, what's it called? Birth of a Nation series charts. This one, Pam from, Just Keep Stitching is starting or just started. This is the Boston Tea Party. And if I'm not mistaken, these were out of print for a while and they've just recently come back. Again, this is Willow Hill Samplings, Boston Tea Party. And then I have Paul Revere's Ride. Ugh. And then I have Betsy Ross. And We the People. I adore these, and I would love to get them all done and all put on one wall. Then they also have, this is not part of the same series, but this is Star Spangled Banner. Yeah. So I picked those up and they're amazing. Okay, that's my haul. And now we will do Stitchy kindness. You guys are amazing. I got a couple of cards. This is from my sweet friend Pat. Thank you, Pat. Merry Christmas, my friend. I got one of these, and I always feel so honored when I get one. Like I'm a grown-up cross-stitcher. I love it. And so honored. I think I got a couple more, but I took them to the farm because I have a little thing that I hang them all on. So I apologize if I didn't mention you. We had a gift exchange through across the pond Stitchy group. And I got mine from Tatiana, which is Heritage Stitching. Blech. She's from Italy. And she made me this adorable project bag with the purple house. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. And it's perfect. I love these little sizes. And it was candies. Italian candies. Actually, she said they're not Italian. Shoot, I can't remember where she said they were from. But they're yummy, and so I'm hoarding them. So I either eat all the candy or I hoard them. And then I usually hoard them till they go bad because I want to save them forever. Yeah, more than you wanted to know about me. And then I also got a package through another group that I'm in for Smalls Exchanges. And I had Jenny from Bougie Stitchers, and she sent me this. She sent me a huge package, and I'm going to put a picture here because I've put a lot of it away. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she knows me. How cute is that? And the finish is beautiful. Thank you, Jenny. I love it. I love it. I love it. I also got, we did a, you may remember, we did a angel ornament sal. It was called Any Angel Sal. And so myself and Catherine was stitching in costume, and Sarah was Sarah's sStitchySpot, and Michelle Hudson did that together. And so Catherine brought me this beautiful key ring. Any Angel Sal 2023. How cute is that? So I'm going to put this on the project bag for my sister's, the project that I'm working on in honor of my sister. How pretty is that? Thank you, Catherine. I love it. And I got a card. This has been a while, so I'm so sorry. From Janice. It was, I did a finishing piece for her, so it was kind of a thank you. And she sent me some of these amazing labels for the backs of your projects. So thank you so much, Janice. I love it. I love it. I mentioned Angela Sawyer. She's in my For the Love of Stitches Stitchy group that meets. And Catherine with Stitching in Costume recently did a home tour with Angela. She used to own a needlework shop, so she's got some beautiful things, and I encourage you to go check that out if you haven't already. But she is a 25/1 stitcher as well, and she's been making these beautiful little things for some of her friends, and I am so honored and thrilled to have received one. So I will show you this. And that's not 25 count. That's like 40 count over one. It's stunning. She did it in purple for me. Look at how tiny, tiny those stitches are. My fellow Angie, thank you so much, my friend. I am honored, and I'm going to Joanne after this to pick up a chain for it. I can't wait to wear it. Thank you so much. It's just beautiful, and I'm so honored to have one. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, so I apologize. It's been a while. I'm sorry. I'm terrified of forgetting something, and I know I probably am. So next I want to talk to you about my plans. Hi guys. It's middle of the night, no makeup, Angie. I forgot to tell you about something so exciting, so I wanted to get back on here and insert it into the video. Myself and Michelle Hudson of Sacramento, California, Sacramento County, California, Catherine with Stitching and Costume, and Sarah with sStitchySpot are doing something fun this year. We will be taking one motif from each of the things that we work on in 2024 and stitching them separately on a separate project, so that at the end of the year we have memories of all of the things that we stitched on over the year. And I will be turning mine into a project bag, but you could do so many other things. You could maybe stitch it on a jacket using waste canvas, or create little smalls, or so many things that you could do. So I'm whispering because the kiddos are sleeping, but I wanted to get back on here and let you know about that. And we will be using the hashtag motif memories and on Instagram. And so I hope you'll join us. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be so much fun. And I'm starting with Consider the Lilies. I'll be talking about that later in my video. So join us, please. We'd love to have you join us. Okay, back to the video. I'm getting off here because I look atrocious. Bye. Okay, one more thing before we get to plans. I need your help with something. So at our monthly Stitchy group, we have a freebie table. And I picked up this amazing piece that's complete, but it's not fully finished. And so there are no instructions included. And so I'm hoping somebody out there knows what this is, or maybe even possibly has the finishing instructions that you can share with me. Again, it's complete, so I don't need the chart. I just need the finishing. So I'm going to show you some of these. This is part of it. And somebody put a lot of work into this. Uh-oh. Look at this itty bitty. And I think this is a scissor pocket. And then I'm not going to turn this inside out again. So I'm just going, I took a picture of it when I had it inside out or right side out. So this is what it looks like. And I know this looks like a, sorry, itchy nose. I know this looks like a sampler that's out there, but this is not the sampler. It's, from what I understand, I posted in a Stitchy group, and this was like a retreat project, I believe. And so it's the same designer as that sampler, but it's a different, see, it's got a, this must be like a fold over flap. Anyway, I know somebody out there has seen this. And if worse comes to worse, I will try to find out who the designer was again, because I had it written down and I can't find it. And maybe email them for the instructions for finishing them. But I'd really like to finish them in honor of the stitcher, who's probably not with us anymore. And I really want to finish that in honor of her. So if you know anything about that one, I sure would love to know about it. Okay, now my plans. So my plans for today, and I gotta get going because it's almost time. I'm not gonna do 12 by 12. Some of you may know about 12 by 12. It's a program that was put together by Kia B, and it's where you stitch on 12 different projects for an hour each from 12 in the afternoon until midnight. I will be back at the farm within the next half an hour, and I doubt I'll be able to do 12. So what I'm going to do is 6 by 12. So I'm going to try to get 6 projects started by 12 midnight. And so I'm going to show you what those projects are. So the first one, and I've had all of these kitted up for a very long time, so it was easy to just go in and pull them. The first one is a Stitcher's Heart. I love this. I bought this twice. And I'm doing this, it looks like gray, Weeks gray. And those will be all the called for colors. Now, this one, I saw this, I can't remember who showed it, but I just loved it. By the way, Sophie's here, and Sophie, come here, baby. Come here, love. Sophie will be turning 5 tomorrow. She's a big girl now. She's turning 5. She's a New Year's Day baby. Aw. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. We missed you. Sophie says hi. I love you. Okay. She's been outside and leaving dirt on my arm. I saw this back to cross stitch. I saw this on somebody's floss tube, and they showed it on the darker fabric, and I loved it so much. So this is called Winter Comes by Heartstring Samplery. And so I'm going to do this version, the smaller version without the text. And I was kind of, until yesterday, day before yesterday, I didn't have a fabric picked out. Then I went to Needle in a Haystack. And I found this. This is Charcoal by Lappin' Loops. So it's a dark blue. It's a dark, very dark denim blue. It's not coming across the right color. That's closer. So I think I'm going to do this one on this. So that will be one of my starts tonight. And I'm using all of the called for colors on that one. The next one is Every Opening Flower by Brenda Gervais. The willow tree sold me. I just love it so much. Beautiful. I'm going to be stitching this on a 40 count unnamed fabric by Those Missing Stitches. It looks darker on the screen, and it's not that modeled either. That's crazy. So this is a very, that's so weird. It's like a different fabric completely. Anyway, this is a very, it's a darker brown, but it's not that dark. And it's not terribly modeled either. So I think it's going to be beautiful. This is kind of closer to what it really looks like. So I will be starting that one tonight. The next one I have is Lantern Lane. So pretty. Again, I've had these in my stash for so long. I am so excited to get these started. Now, as I'm pulling this out, I'm not sure I like the fabric. So I pulled a piece of 40 count Freeze. I don't know how well the white's going to stand out on this. So I may, before I leave, I may go grab a different piece of fabric. We'll see. So Lantern Lane, and I will be doing called for colors on that one as well. I think I did the, yeah, here are the called for colors. So pretty. Okay, the next one will be First Winds of Autumn, and I do want to do that strawberry. This one looks huge, but I'm going to do it on a smaller count, so it might not be quite that huge. And this is in Winds of Autumn by Blackbird. And I'm using all the called for colors, and I'm doing this on 36 count. This is 36 count Cafe au Lait by Fabric Flare. I think this is an even weave. So I think that'll be really pretty. I can't wait to get that big old strawberry done. And my 6th project is Winter Rose Manor. This is another one I've had kitted forever. And the problem is that I have decided to make this Winter Lilac Manor. And so there are some changes that need to be made. All those pinks will be lavenders. And so I was really struggling on the house because I know even this version, I know folks were struggling with the conch, I think was called for that one. And I wanted it to be a light lavender color, but I couldn't find anything light enough. And the ones that were light enough, they almost looked gray. So I found this one, and that's about right. It's maybe a little more dusty than that. It's not very bright. But looking at it, you can't tell it's purple. It's just, I think it's too light. But then again, when it's in a big house like that, it might be just fine. So I'm not sure about that one. That one is a Color and Cotton Mist dye also. Then I found this purple toile. And so you can see it goes between an ivory and a purple. And I kind of like that, but I'm worried it's going to, the variegation is awfully stark. Like there's big chunks. So I worry it's going to be too stripy. So when I was at Needle in a Haystack the other day, I went and I looked at their purple toile. And it looks very different. It's not quite as stark variegation. So now I have 6 skeins of this. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go with this one. But we'll see. I mean, I didn't. So it's not quite as stark. So there's that. And then besides that color, the color for the house, these are the other colors that I've chosen for Winter Rose Manor. Winter Lilac Manor. So I do have a conversion. A couple of you have asked me for it, and I have hesitated to send it to you because I have not done it myself. I have no idea how it's going to look. So if you would like it, let me know. Just understand that I don't have a clue what it's going to look like. I mean, this is my best guess. So don't hate me if it looks terrible. I'm doing this on 46 Count Cafe au Lait by Fiber on a Whim. So it's got some greens in there. Again, it's not that mottled, but it is a beautiful piece. Fiber on a Whim, 46 count. So it'll be small. Okay, so those are my 6x12 projects. I'm really excited about getting those started. Again, like I said, those have been sitting in my treasure box of kitted projects for a very, very long time, most of them. So I'm looking forward to getting back to them. Sorry, the Flosstube itchy nose. Oh. Anyway, then tomorrow I have a New Year, New Start. And this is also with Michelle Hudson of Sacramento County, California. And it is Consider the Lilies. And this is why I wanted to go to Needle in a Haystack to find my fabric. Now, this is a huge project. It's ginormous. And I wanted to tell you about a friend of mine who's in the Across the Pond Stitchy group. Her name is Jackie Ahlstrom. She is JAXX444 on Instagram. And she made some changes to Consider the Lilies. And I'm going to put pictures right here. And they are stunning. I'm not a huge Adam and Eve stitcher. I prefer not to stitch naked people. And she made a change to represent her grandparents. So she changed Adam and Eve into two other dressed folks from long ago. She changed the tree because her grandparents had different orchards. So she put all the different fruits that they grew on the tree. And it's just beautiful. And I did ask her permission to show you these pictures, and she was fine with it. So I will be making some very similar changes. I think I will be changing the tree into a family tree somehow. I think I might put the fruits in the shape of hearts and put some initials in them. But I will do something very similar to the people that Jackie stitched around the tree. And then I will be changing the verse to a genealogy related, an ancestor related quote. So it's going to make it a little bit bigger because it's going to be 2 lines, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fudge the border yet, but wish me luck. So here are all of the flosses. Took me an hour and a half to put these all on floss drops the other day. And then I picked up at Needle in a Haystack, Baked Clay by Fox and Rabbit. I wanted something somewhat dark, but not too dark to, lose all the other fabrics. So this is Baked Clay by Fox and Rabbit. This is a 46 count, and I still needed a half. So it's going to be huge, but that's okay. I'm looking forward to it. I've been working on Anniversaries of the Heart. Well, I shouldn't say that. I finished 1 block of Anniversaries of the Heart back in 2021. And I have I'll tell you more about it when I do my whip parade. But that will be in honor of my mother's side of the family. And so Consider the Lilies will be in honor of my father's side of the family. And my dad's side of the family is Portuguese, and I don't speak Portuguese. So researching the history of a Portuguese family when you don't speak the language is very difficult. Any family when you don't speak the language. So I will be replacing some of the motifs to things that I do know about that side of the family. Just little things I remember from childhood, or stories that I've heard, or information that I do know about them. I know that they came from the Azores to Hawaii, and they were sugarcane farmers. So there will be some information, some motifs representing that in there, that kind of thing. So that's my goal for Consider the Lilies, and I'm looking forward to starting that on tomorrow, New Year's Day. And Michelle is doing it on 25 count over 1. It's going to be teeny tiny. So, but it'll be beautiful. So that's my New Year, New Start. And then I also have a birthday start. My birthday's in March, and I will be starting Bluebirds and Bluebells. This is by Pansy Patch. And my sweet friend Deb, in my Stitchy group, has been working on this. She just recently finished it, and I just thought it was gorgeous. So, this one I might change a little bit. I'm not a big fan of the ABCs, so I might take that part out. Maybe move this into there. I don't know yet, but I'll change it up a little bit, just a small amount. But it's beautiful. So this will be, I don't have fabric for it yet. I have all of the called for colors. So that'll be my birthday start. And then my general plans for next year are just kind of I would really like to get back to Anniversaries of the Heart, but first, the first thing I want to do is go through and pull maybe 2 or 3 projects that are almost done and get those finished up, just so that I can bring my whip count down a little bit before I get back to the other things that I want to work on. So I want to focus on Anniversaries of the Heart. I wrote down what my plans were because I don't remember them. Oh, I want to get back to Let Freedom Ring, the big sampler by Leela Studio. I'd like to get that done this year if possible. So next year. So those are my plans for 2024. And I do plan to be back in the month of January with a whip parade. So, next I'm going to do giveaways, and then I will do a life update for those of you who would like to hear it. So, last time I did do a giveaway. I do have the winners of the last giveaway, and in my last video, somehow I magically edited out the first number 1. So I'm not going to give out number 1 because you didn't know about it. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is an unknown named pattern by Hindsight. And the winner of this is Christy Flanagan 122. Congratulations. This one is Prairie Schooler GHI. And the winner of this is Stitching Betty NOS. Congratulations. This one is Whimsy Witch by Teresa Kogut. And the winner is Margaret Portera 3553. This is a Garon Toten Bags little mini maybe floss bag, or the winner of this one is Chris Cook 5703. And then remember these. Oh, they are so cute. So I picked 2 winners for these. The first one is going to Tammy Latimer, 5357. And the second one is going to Cindy Spector, 5408. So ladies, if you could please send me an email. My email address is in the box below, and send me your, that nose. Send me your mailing address and I will get those right out to you. Yeah, those are some good prizes. I hope you enjoy them. And I have another giveaway for this video. And these are kind of winter themed, so I hope you enjoy them. The first one is Winter Welcome by Imaginating. And it's got a little crease here, so I'm sorry, it's lightly loved. It's got a little dent here. But it's a beautiful pattern. And it's completely intact with no marking. So if you would like that, that's number 1. Number 2, Hello Winter by the Stitching Housewives. Hello Winter, that's number 2. Number 3 is Hello Frosty. Stitching Housewives again. Cute. This next one is also Stitching Housewives. This is Truckin' Along January. Those little snowmen are so cute. That's number 4. And number 5, Stitching Housewives again. This is Calendar Crates January. So that's number 5. So if you would like to enter to win any of those, you must be 18 years or older. You must be a subscriber to my channel, so go subscribe if you haven't already. I would love it if you'd like the channel, like the video. And please don't say any words related to a giveaway not free or win or giveaway or anything like that. And answer a question for me. And my question this time is, what are your Stitchy plans for 2024? I would love to know, are you planning on organizing? Are you planning a big project? Are you planning on doing all smalls for the year? Just let me know. I would love to know what you're working on. And so I think that's all I have for stitching for now. I'm going to go into a life update. So if you would like to hang out for that, feel free. If not, I'll see you next time, hopefully very soon. I do want to do the whip parade in January. So that's it for me for stitching. And for my personal update, my life update, I am really excited about where we are right now. In my last video, I mentioned that we had a court date in September. For those of you who don't know, I am trying to get, my sister passed away last year, my baby sister, and Sophie wants to play with the buttons. She passed away suddenly, and so I now have temporary custody of her 4 babies. And we were supposed to go to trial in September for permanent custody, and my attorney broke her wrist and was not able to practice law while on pain medications. So we had to postpone the court date, and the court date got postponed to June of next year. So by the time we finally get to trial, it will be 2 years, almost 2 years since my sister passed. And it's very frustrating because I can't handle any of the kids' medical things. And due to his religion, their father has different priorities when it comes to medical than their mother did. And same with school. I can't do anything with school either. So that's been the frustrating part. Anyway, I won't get into it. So in June, we are planning to go to trial, provided nothing goes wrong again. Yeah, there's that. Then also we took the eldest off to college. He is attending a drama school in New York City. So we were able to take him to school, and it was incredible. His dorm is right on 34th Street, so he's able to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. He's about 2 blocks away from Times Square. Oh, what an experience. I'm so thrilled for him. So Shayna and I took him, and we went and saw Hamilton. I wanted to take him to his first Broadway show. That was my goal. So we took him to Hamilton. Shayna and I went and visited some other attractions. We went to Ellis Island, and we went to the 9/11 Memorial, which was heartbreaking, but so amazing. Yeah, so I'm going to put some pictures in here. And let's see, what else was so many things. We had Thanksgiving, obviously, and the kids were amazing. They had a nice time. It wasn't as sad as it was last year. There were a lot of laughs and a lot of memories, and they're just wonderful. They're doing so well. And I told you last time about one of them is my struggle bunny, having a really hard time. Last year ended the year with, I think, 3 Fs. And this year, it's honor roll. And this year was really tough and for this particular baby. And just the 180 turnaround has been incredible. I'm beyond proud. And I love you, baby. You know who I'm talking about. So there are 6 kids at home now instead of 7 because we live with my sister's best friend, Shayna, and her 3 kids. So we had a bedroom free up, so we got to separate some of the girls. And so we decorated the cemetery for Christmas and had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas day with my aunt and uncle and 2 of my cousins and a friend of the family joining us. Lots and lots of gifts. We made ornaments and, all the things you do at Christmas time with the babies. So things are looking up. Things are definitely calmer and less stressful and just fun. It's so, I don't even know what to say. They're just amazing kids, and they've been through so much, and they have they're coming out of it. They're starting to learn the new normal and understand that life goes on. And much as you hate for that to happen, it does go on. So, I'm just really proud of them. Shayna had a birthday, so we celebrated that. I had a big event that I had to put on. Well, it wasn't, I've hired someone to put on an event, not me personally, but the company that I work for. So we had a big event that we put on the weekend after Thanksgiving that had over 10,000 people in one day. So that was a lot of work, and that we got through that. I told you about our trip to Needle in a Haystack. That was amazing. We've met with the For the Love of Stitches group several times, and I just love those ladies. I love the ladies on the Across the Pond Stitching chats. It's just been a year full of change, but also amazing, wonderful friends, and I include you all in that group. At Thanksgiving, we talk about what we're thankful of and thankful for, and you have been in my heart and on my mind through all of that. So that's all I have. Things are pretty, status quo. We're back at school. Softball's starting back up again. The craziness is here. So again, not going to make any promises about when I'll be back, but it sure is fun to be here and to be with you all and talking about cross stitch again. And I'm just here. I'm just here doing my thing. So thank you all so much for sticking around and for your patience and waiting for me to come back and for not unsubscribing. I keep waiting for that number to plummet, but it hasn't yet. So thank you so much. And to all of my other floss tubers, I hope that you are in the groove and that you are happy with your floss tubing and enjoying it as I do. And I want to thank you all for bringing us so much wonderful content and ideas and enabling and all of that good stuff. So my friends, I thank you all so much. Happy New Year. May 2024 be the best one yet. And I will be thinking of you at the stroke of midnight tonight. Take care Love you all, and I see you very soon. Bye.